Hey, welcome back to my channel. Exhale, 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 ASMR. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I hope you guys are good. I hope you've had a good day. I hope you've had a good day. Today's video is just going to be a nice little soft spoken. I'm going to be chatting you through my fridge magnets that I've got so far. If anyone that doesn't know, anyone that's new to the channel, I've been travelling since June 2025. Bearing in mind it's now November, so I've been going for nearly 5 months? Nearly 5 months, about 4.5 months so far. And I'm trying to get like one fridge magnet for every country that I've been to. So yeah, this is basically just gonna be a super rambly video. Yeah, I'm going to chat you through my magnets and then I'm going to talk to you about some exciting stuff that I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, so the first magnet we are starting with is Azerbaijan. So this is one of the second country I went to on my travels. So I started in Cyprus, which was this one. Cyprus. So I got this really cute magnet with some little turtles on it, and there's a shells, starfish. I'm not going to take it out the bag because as I just got it out of my backpack, I realised that one of the turtles' heads is broken off, and I really don't want to lose that. So I'm just going to leave it in the bag. But yeah, this is my Cyprus. Which I love. I think it's so cute. It's in the shape of Cyprus. Yeah, I just think it's super cute, little turtles. So I love that. And I just realised this bit is broken off as well. Oh my goodness. This has been like crammed in my pack since June though, so I will have to super glue that when I get home. But that's fine. I kind of suspected that some of these things would break by the time I got home. So that's fine, easily fixable. But yes, anyway, so that's Cyprus, and then after Cyprus I went to Azerbaijan. Yeah, anyway, in terms of the exciting stuff that I've got coming up, so obviously I've been travelling for the last 5 months, and I'm also someone that doesn't drink. So I decided to create a travel blog. I'm going to be doing a travel blog called The Sober Explorer. Basically just making blogs about sober travelling, what that can mean, how to pursue it if you're someone that's new to it, or if you're someone who's looking to be sober for a number of reasons, whether it's just personal preference, or for health, financial, or recovering from addiction and things. Just helps you to see that you can travel, even going to places that are well known for their partying, and still enjoy that space, and see the world without feeling that pressure to drink. This mainly came about from since I've been in Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia has a very big drinking culture, especially among tourists and backpackers, and as someone who's sober, it's just been really interesting to try and approach that sort of space. Whilst being sober, when everyone around you's partying, and you're going on a boat trip but you think it's just going to be snorkeling, and it ends up being a big party boat where everyone's getting free beers in the evening and doing slip and slides off tables, which ultimately looks really fun, but when you're like the only sober person on board, it can be very daunting. So yeah, so that's kind of where it came from. But yeah, my goal is to sort of create a space for people to feel less alone if they want to see the world, but not necessarily drink. Or if you want to have a drink because it's you're in the wine county of a country, and that's okay too. But yeah, the page is going to be called The Sober Explorer, and I've got I'm super aware of noises around me when I record videos, but anyway, so Azerbaijan I started with. Before, I feel like at this rate I'm going to do all my rambling, and I've barely gone through any of my magnets. So next up, after Azerbaijan, was Georgia. Georgia. I love Georgia. Georgia was a beautiful country. I can't wait to go back. And you'll see fridge magnet I got. So this is one of their traditional foods, the kinkali, which is quite nice. It's not my favourite food in the world, but it was enjoyable and very cheap. So that's always a bonus. But yeah, I just got this fridge magnet, little spoon, the Georgia flag there. It's another national food. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like bread with like a little egg in the middle. Yeah, so that's the fridge magnet that I got from Georgia, which is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, so the blog will be called the Sober Explorer. We've set up the Instagram and TikTok accounts as well. So my boyfriend's going to be running the social side of it, and I'm just going to be like writing the blogs. So it's like a team effort from both of us because neither of us drink. Or my boyfriend's probably more inclined to drink, but he's like if a beer just happens to be there or something, or it's a nice beer to try. Yeah, so you'll find the social usernames in the description of this video. Yeah, I'm yet to set up the blog, but we're just getting things built and started, creating a foundation. But it feels very exciting. I'm very excited about doing it, because I've always sort of felt like a bit of an outsider. As someone that doesn't drink, I've never been a big drinker, maybe like once every 6 months or once a year. I've already not had alcohol in about a year, just because it's something that doesn't really bother me. I might find out it, and when I'm back home, I'm big into my sports. Like fitness and health and stuff. So I just enjoy getting a good night's sleep and focusing on that. And I don't really feel necessarily any benefit to drinking. And then after that, I went to Armenia. I don't know where this will be. Here. So after Georgia, I went to Armenia. How beautiful is this magnet? I love this magnet. It's so colourful. You've got Mount Ararat in the background, Mount Ararat, which is like their national mountain. It's on everything. It's a sort of country where everything's named Ararat after it, except unfortunately it's now in Turkey territory. So Turkey, I guess, got that land that Mount Ararat now sits on, but you can see it from Yerevan, which is the capital city. I love this country. It was really nice. It's really interesting to learn about their history, both in the past and kind of what they're still currently dealing with today. It's a nice textured one as well. I feel like this will be easier to keep safer on the journey home. Yeah, so I'd really appreciate, going and following our social accounts ready for when we start posting. I'd really appreciate that. And also just yeah, I mean, if any of you guys travel, then it would be cool to know about any of your stories, your perspective on like sober travelling is something you do. I'm trying to do like a bit of like market research as well at the moment, as someone with a background in research, just to figure out what kind of people want, to see what they might want to know and more about this. A couple of the ideas I've got that I'm writing up soon is about how to reclaim the party islands like Ibiza or Phuket in Thailand. Also just about like what sober travelling is, how you might want to go around saying no to alcohol when you're with people that drink, whether that be your friends you start travelling with or people you've just met in in your hostel or your hotel or a social event. But, so after Armenia, I went to Greece. So I think I have 2 magnets from Greece. I did a few of the islands, so if I can pry open. Sorry if that was loud. So my first one I've got is Santorini, which I think Santorini's well known for its sunsets and its blue roof buildings. So I thought this was really, really nice. Just super cute, and I think it was actually like €1, which if anyone's been to Greece knows that €1 for a fridge magnet is very cheap. But yeah, love this. I literally only happened to see it because I was sat at a restaurant across the street and I just kept looking at the magnets because I feel like, it doesn't hurt to have too many magnets. Yeah, I've got some bubble wrap with it as well. Unfortunately, I think they're all popped. So, nothing to pop. I'm trying to see where my other Greece one is because I got one from Athens as well. I find it very tricky when I'm trying to get magnets because I don't want one that's necessarily the most touristy fridge magnet. There's one souvenir you can find everywhere, it's a fridge magnet. So I try to find more unique ones. Doesn't always work. Sometimes you just have to sort of suck up the super touristy ones. But this is the one I got from Athens, so I thought this was quite fun. Each letter has like a different characteristic for Greece. So obviously you've got there like ancient Greece, like columns here. You've got like the Greek flag there. Got like I assume what's like lemonade or wine or something there. And then obviously like a boat there and their traditional outfits. Yeah. I love this. I thought this was really fun. Nice bit of colour as well. That's one thing about me, I love colour. If I can have colour, if it's from the clothes I wear to the spreadsheets that I make for things. Yeah, it's my favourite. So after Armenia, I went to Greece and I went to Athens, Milos, Eos. Again, Eos was a whole different adventure because that is literally just a party island. There's tons to do there that you can't do on other islands. So I learned from my mistake there. But yeah, and then I went to Paros and Naxos, and then finished in Santorini. Before I then headed off to Santorini to Zimbabwe. I know, you're probably thinking that's such a random trajectory to go from Greece to Zimbabwe. But we spent a few months from Greece, so I did the first 6 weeks by myself. So I just did more like dotted around Europe area, not too far from home. And then I met my boyfriend in Santorini when he joined me after 6 weeks. And we headed to Zimbabwe. So we spent a couple of weeks travelling around Zimbabwe from Harare to Bulawayo to Deet and then to Victoria Falls, of course, which was just incredible, absolutely phenomenal, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And we just really liked that. Obviously, like a lot of the fridge magnets in Africa were like hand painted, homemade, so they were a little bit different. And we just really liked this one with the water coming down. And then after Zimbabwe, we went to. Well, we've got 2 Zimbabwe ones because we tried to give ones to our family back home as well, particularly my boyfriend's parents, who like who collect fridge magnets as well because they do a lot more travelling. My parents are not big travellers, so I don't think they'd be too interested in a fridge magnet. maybe a postcard or something away, but not fridge magnet. So we got this one with a rhino on as well. Because we got both. It was both our first time seeing rhinos whilst we were in Zimbabwe, and it was just amazing, absolutely amazing. We did like a trekking, like a rhino trekking thing in one of the national parks there, and it was just amazing to be so up close and personal with these creatures that could very soon not be with us anymore, which would be very, very sad. But so after Zimbabwe, we crossed over into Zambia for a few days, just to go to the other side of Victoria Falls. So that we could do the swimming in the Angels Pool, which was very, very fun. Definitely not as scary as you'd think it would be, but really enjoyable, and also not as cold. Bearing in mind we were there in this was August, early August, so in their winter, and it's got an elephant carved into it. So you can just see Zambia at the top here. Here, and then just the elephant carved in. Again, really fun and unique in the shape of Zambia. That's one thing I really love with fridge magnets as well, if I can, is to get one the shape of the country. Obviously I've not done it for every single one, but yeah. So those are those fridge magnets, and then after Zambia we went into Botswana, beautiful Botswana, beautiful Botswana, beautiful Botswana. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Let me try and find the Botswana. Am I being silly? Maybe. I can't find one for Botswana. No. Yeah, the one for Botswana is a lot smaller. So we just got this little Botswana with a giraffe carved into it. So just a little one compared to some of our others, but again, it just feels like a really nice, unique one. That's different to other countries that we found. So that's very fun. Different animals as well. Obviously, a lot of the fridge magnets that you find in Africa contain the big five. And obviously the big five are amazing, of course. But it's really fun just to see the different animals as well. And we saw loads of giraffe, so yeah, that's a very cool one. I love Botswana, it's a really beautiful country. And then from there we went to Namibia. So we struggled to find a fridge magnet that we really liked in Namibia. And unfortunately it was like literally just the whole shape of Africa, the continent, for this, and it's a printed one, so not quite as unique, but still really fun when you've got the rhino again, got the African sunset, the giraffes, the lion, and then just that little heart where Namibia is. So yeah, so this is a really nice one, really, and just fun. It's nice to have ones that link to your memories whilst you're in the country. So that's Namibia. And then from Namibia we went into South Africa. This is a memento we also got from Namibia. So this is for the coastline in Namibia, from the skeleton coast sand that we just got to keep in this jar from a tour that we did. So that's very fun. I'm a bit nervous about messing around with it because I don't want it to spill on my bag. But yeah, so we then also got this South African magnet, Fort Kruger. I'm fairly sure we got another one of South Africa as well, but I think that might be in my bag somewhere, because this one is for my boyfriend's parents. So it's just the baby five, the big baby five. So it's baby buffalo, baby lion, baby elephant, baby leopard, and baby rhino. How cute are they? How cute. What I would do to snuggle some of those animals. But yeah, I mean, for both me and my boyfriend, South Africa was like the top country. It was just phenomenal. We did a road trip from Cape Town to Johannesburg, and it was just madness. Some of the sights we saw, we'll definitely go back in the future because it's just amazing. We're starting to try and probably spend more time on the garden route, do some more of like the proper activities and stuff down there, like hikes and whale watching and stuff. Although we had some really good experiences whilst we were there anyway without doing them, so yeah. Then from South Africa, or whilst we were in South Africa, we also did Eswatini and Lesotho. Both really lovely countries. I definitely think I preferred Lesotho over Eswatini, also known as Swaziland. But both really nice to visit, and also making the most of our time whilst we were in South Africa. Because these places aren't as easy to fly to, so we need to fly into South Africa to basically get to them from where I'm from in the UK. So whilst we're there, just take them off. So yeah, so we couldn't find any magnets whilst we were there, so we just found these in the airport, and we're gonna glue some magnets onto the back. Yeah. Then from there we then flew to India. So again, we got two magnets from here. So we got ourselves a magnet at the Taj Mahal, which was amazing. Of course, I feel like the amount of hype this gets as one of the 7 wonders of the world, you definitely couldn't miss it if you go to India. And also, it's just phenomenal to look at. There's nothing like it. Then we got tiger. I'm so gutted we didn't get to see a tiger whilst we were there. We really wanted to, but we didn't get around to going on any safaris or anything. So I might have to go back just to see them. But I just obviously want to see them in the wild, which can be a bit tricky because there's not too many of them left. Rather than in a zoo, because I just think the zoo's like not the same. And then from India, we've coming up to recently, so we went to Cambodia. From India we flew to Cambodia. We started in Siem Reap when we got this, so you could just see Angkor Wat in the background, the tuk-tuks, more of the sort of traditional living there. So we thought this was like a really fun, really unique, really different fridge magnet. Very cute. And then lastly, just to finish off, we're currently in Vietnam. We're in Vietnam right now, but we just got this on our last stop in Hue. Just a traditional fan with some of them sort of traditional things on. We've got dragon and some of the boats and things, and pagoda as well. So just thought that was really fun, unique again. We've got the tassel here with the rice hats on. So yeah, very fun magnet. But yeah, so that's all my magnets, and I hope you enjoy the ramble. And like I said, please feel free to check out our socials. We haven't got anything on them at the moment, but if you want to just go give them a follow and check them out, in case that sober travelling is something you're interested in, then it'd be very much appreciated. But of course, this account will just be as it is, XL ASMR. So feel free to give this channel a like, this video a like, comment what you'd like to see in future, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Yeah, I'll see you next time.